The training hall of the Galactic Defense Academy was always loud. Metal boots hit the floor. Machines hummed. Energy screens flashed numbers. Alien voices filled the air. Cadets from many planets trained here. Some were tall. Some were green. Some had 4 arms. Some had sharp teeth. And among them were humans. Humans were new to this academy. They had joined only 10 years ago. Most aliens believed one thing. Humans are weak. They came from a small blue planet. Low technology. No special powers. No claws. No thick skin. Just soft bodies. At least, that was what aliens thought. The girl from Earth, Lena, stood near the back of the hall. She was small. Not very tall. Not very loud. Her black hair was tied back. Her uniform was clean. Her face was calm. She was from Earth, an Earthborn girl. Most cadets did not notice her. She never showed off. She never talked much. She only trained. Every day, every night, harder than anyone else. But no one knew that. The strongest alien. On the other side of the hall stood Raxer. He was huge, almost 8 feet tall. Wide shoulders, hard blue skin, for glowing eyes. He was from the planet Korgan. Korgans were known as warriors. Strong bones, heavy muscles, no fear. Raxer was the strongest cadet in the academy. He won every fight, every test, every challenge. He loved attention. He loved power. And he loved showing others that they were weak, especially humans. The training test. That day, the commander announced a new test. Pair up, he said. Close combat training. Everyone turned. Pairs were made quickly. Big aliens with big aliens. Fast ones with fast ones. Then only 2 were left. Raxer and Lena. The hall became quiet. Some cadets laughed softly. This will be easy, someone whispered. A monster and a human girl, another said. Raxer looked at Lena and smiled. Not a kind smile. A cruel one. He walked toward her slowly. Each step shook the floor. You, he said. His voice was deep and loud. They sent you against me? Lena looked at him. She did not smile. She did not look afraid. I am ready, she said calmly. Raxer laughed. A loud, mocking laugh. Ready for what? He said. To fall. The crowd watches. Cadets gathered around. Even instructors stopped to watch. Everyone expected the same thing. Raxer would attack. Lena would fall. End of story. Raxer stretched his arms. I will finish this in 5 seconds, he said. He stepped closer. You humans should stay in classrooms, he said. Not battle halls. Lena stayed silent. Her eyes were focused. Her breathing was slow. Inside her mind, she remembered her training. Earth gravity, double gravity rooms, pain, sweat, broken bones, endless drills. She had survived all of it. This was nothing. The insult. Raxer wanted more attention. He wanted everyone to laugh. So he decided to humiliate her. He moved fast. Before anyone could react, he grabbed her collar, lifted her slightly from the ground. Her feet barely touched the floor. Gasps filled the hall. Some cadets shouted, "Hey, that's too much." But Raxer only laughed. He held her up like a toy. Look at this, he said loudly. This is human strength. He shook her. Nothing. The moment of silence. For 1 second, everything stopped. No sound. No movement. Only Lena and Raxer. Her face was close to his. Her eyes were still calm. Not angry. Not scared. Just focused. Raxer frowned. Why are you not crying? He asked. Lena spoke softly. Let me go. Raxer laughed again. Or what? That was his mistake. The unexpected move. In less than 1 second, Lena moved. She twisted her body. Her leg rose. Her arm pushed. Her shoulder turned. A perfect movement. Trained 1,000 times. Crack! A loud sound echoed. Raxer's grip broke. His eyes widened. What? Lena's feet touched the ground. Then she stepped forward. Used her full body weight. Used Earth gravity strength. Used years of pain. And hit him. Hard. Right in the chest. Boom! Raxer flew backward, like a broken machine. He crashed into a metal wall. The wall cracked. He fell to the floor, not moving. Shock. Silence. No one spoke. No one breathed. Some cadets dropped their weapons. Others stared with open mouths. An instructor whispered, "Impossible." Lena stood still. Her hands were shaking slightly. Not from fear. From control. She had stopped herself. She could have done worse. Much worse. The blood. Suddenly, a red line appeared near Raxer's mouth. Blood. Someone screamed. "Medic!" Doctors ran in. Machines followed. They checked his body. One doctor looked at the screen. His face turned pale. "Spinal damage," he said. "Severe." Another said, "Internal bleeding." They lifted Raxer carefully. He did not wake up. His eyes were empty. His body was still. The commander's face. The commander walked toward Lena. Slowly. Everyone watched. Was she in trouble? Would she be punished? He stopped in front of her. "Did he attack first?" he asked. "Yes," many cadets replied. He grabbed her. Someone said. The commander looked at Lena. "You defended yourself," he said. She nodded. "Yes, sir." He stayed silent. Then he turned. "Training ends," he said. "Return to quarters." Whispers in the hall. As cadets left, whispers filled the air. "A human did that?" "She destroyed Raxer." "I thought humans were weak." She didn't even look angry. Some looked at Lena with fear. Some with respect. Some with confusion. She walked alone. Her heart was beating fast now. Not from battle. From what was coming next. In the hospital, Raxer lay on a white bed. Machines beeped. Tubes were everywhere. Doctors worked silently. One spoke softly. "He may never walk again." Another said, "He might not speak properly." They looked at each other. All because of one human girl. Lena's room. That night, Lena sat on her bed. Lights were dim. Stars were visible through the window. She held her hands together. "I didn't want this," she whispered. She remembered his face. His surprise. His fall. Her training teacher's voice echoed in her mind. Power is dangerous. Control is everything. She had controlled herself. But still, someone's life had changed forever. A new reality. Far away, leaders would soon hear the news. A human defeated a Korgan warrior. With one move, balance was changing. Fear was growing. Respect was rising. And Lena, she was now at the center of it all. Without wanting it. Without choosing it. She closed her eyes. Tomorrow would not be normal. Nothing would be. Morning came slowly at the Galactic Defense Academy. Soft blue light entered through the tall glass windows. Training halls were quiet. Usually, mornings were full of noise. But today, they were silent. Because of Lena. And because of Raxer, the name on every screen. In the main hall, a large screen was turned on. It showed one line. Emergency report. Cadet Raxer, critical condition. Cadets stopped walking. They stared. Some read it again. Some whispered. She really broke him. With one move. No weapon. No armor. Just hands. Fear slowly spread. Not loud fear. Quiet fear. Lena walks alone. Lena walked through the corridor. Her boots made soft sounds. Tap, tap, tap. Normally, no one noticed her. Today, everyone did. Some moved away. Some stared. Some pretended not to see her. She felt it. Every look, every whisper. It was heavy. Very heavy. She kept her eyes forward. She did not want attention. She never did. Inside the medical wing. Behind white doors, Raxer lay still. Machines surrounded him. A breathing tube was in his mouth. Thin wires were connected to his head. His strong body looked weak now. Broken. Small. A doctor checked the screen. "Spine damage is worse than we thought," he said. Another doctor shook his head. "His nervous system is crushed." "Will he walk?" a nurse asked. The doctor stayed silent. Then slowly said, "No." The room became quiet. The commander's worry. Commander Hale stood near the window of his office. He was human. Old. Scar on his face. Eyes full of experience. He had fought in many wars. But this was different. He looked at Lena's file. Name, Lena Carter. Planet, Earth. Training record, classified. Why is this hidden? He whispered. He pressed a button. Open Earth training program. He ordered. The screen blinked. Access denied. Even he did not have permission. His face grew serious. What are you hiding, Earth? He said softly. A memory from Earth. In her room, Lena could not sleep. She lay on her bed, eyes open, staring at the ceiling. Her mind traveled back to Earth, back to training. She was 15, standing in a dark room. Gravity was heavy, 3 times normal. Her body felt like stone. Sweat covered her face. Again, her trainer shouted. A tall man named Marcus, former soldier, metal leg, hard voice. No rest, he said. Fall means death in space. Lena fell, tried to stand, fell again, cried, but stood up, again, and again. Bones broke, muscles tore. Doctors healed her. She returned. No excuses, no complaints. Earth had trained her, not to be strong, to survive. Secret meeting. That evening, high officers met, aliens and humans together. A long table, hologram screens, serious faces. An alien general spoke first. This human is dangerous, he said. She is a weapon. Another added, she broke our best warrior. A human officer replied, she defended herself. Still, the alien said, her power is abnormal. All eyes turned to Commander Hale. He stood up. Earth soldiers train under extreme gravity, he said. Pain is normal for them. Fear is trained out. Lena is not special, he continued. She is just well trained. That was not fully true, and he knew it. Raxer wakes up. Late at night, Raxer's fingers moved. A small movement. A nurse noticed. Doctor, she called. Monitors beeped faster. His eyes slowly opened. Light hurt them. He tried to move. Nothing happened. He tried to speak. No sound. Only air. Panic filled his eyes. The doctor leaned close. Easy, he said. You are safe. Raxer wanted to scream, but he could not. Tears rolled down his face. A visit. The next day, Lena was called. Medical wing. Room 47. The message said. Her heart dropped. She knew who was there. She walked slowly. Each step felt heavy. She stopped at the door, took a deep breath, then entered, facing the past. Raxer lay on the bed, tubes everywhere. His strong arms were thin now. He turned his eyes, saw her. Shock, fear, anger, all mixed. Lena stood still. I'm sorry, she said softly. He tried to speak. Only weak sounds came. She walked closer. I never wanted this, she said. You hurt me first. I reacted. His eyes looked down. He remembered, grabbing her, laughing, showing off. Shame filled him. The truth between them. She placed a small recorder near him. So you can talk later, she said. Then she added, I trained for 10 years. Every day. Many of my friends quit. Some died. I stayed. Not to hurt others. To protect myself. He listened. Tears fell again. This time, not from pain. From regret. Earth's hidden program. Far away on Earth, a secret base existed. Underground. No maps. No names. A man watched screens. He saw Lena. Her fight. Her file. Project Gravity Child, he whispered. She has awakened. Another man asked, should we activate Phase 2? The first man stayed silent, then said, not yet. The galaxy is not ready. Lena's decision. That night, Lena stood on the balcony. Stars everywhere. So many worlds. So many dangers. She clenched her fists. I won't hide anymore, she said quietly. I will train harder. I will control my power. I will prove humans are not monsters. Behind her, Commander Hale watched. He smiled slightly. She is stronger than she knows, he said. Rumors begin. Across the academy. Across stations. Across planets. Stories spread. A human broke a Korgan. Humans are different. They feel no fear. They are living weapons. Truth mixed with lies. Fear mixed with respect. A storm was forming. Slowly. Silently. Final scene. In the hospital, Raxer looked at the ceiling. He could not move. He could not fight. He could only think. About pride. About mistakes. About Lena. He whispered in his heart. I was wrong. In her room, Lena trained. Push-ups. Shadow fighting. Balance drills. Sweat fell. Pain returned. She welcomed it. Because she knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy never stayed silent for long. One small event could shake thousands of worlds. And what happened between Lena and Raxer was now becoming that event. News travels fast. On space stations. On trade ships. On military bases. Screens showed the same story. Human cadet defeats Korgan warrior in one move. Videos played again and again. Slow motion. Different angles. Zoomed in. Raxer grabbing Lena. Lena moving. Raxer flying. Boom. Aliens stared at the screens. Some laughed nervously. Some stayed silent. Some felt afraid. Is this real? How can a small human do this? Are they hiding more power? Questions filled the galaxy. No answers. Only fear. In the alien council hall, on the planet Xiron, a huge building stood. It was made of silver stone. Inside, it was the Galactic Council. Leaders from many races sat there. Tall ones, small ones, flying ones, robotic ones. All were present. A large hologram showed Lena's fight. Again and again, an old alien leader stood up. His skin was purple. His voice was slow. This is dangerous, he said. Humans are changing balance. Another leader shouted, they are becoming weapons. A third added, today one soldier, tomorrow an army. Murmurs spread. Fear grew. A dangerous idea. A sharp-faced general named Varnek spoke. He was from a war race. Cold eyes. No emotion. We must act early, he said, before humans grow stronger. Control them. Someone said, how? Another asked. Varnek smiled. By fear. Make them feel watched. Make them feel hunted. Silence followed. Everyone understood. He meant force. Lena feels a change. Back at the academy, Lena felt it. The air was different. People walked carefully. Guards doubled. Cameras followed her. Drones hovered near her room. She noticed everything. She pretended not to, but inside, she felt trapped. During training, partners avoided her. Some refused to fight. Others were too afraid. One cadet whispered, she is dangerous. Another said, stay away. Lena clenched her fists. I'm still the same, she thought. Why do they see me as a monster? Commander Hale's warning. One evening, Commander Hale called her. His office was dark. Only one lamp was on. He looked tired. Sit, he said. She obeyed. He leaned forward. Lena, he said softly, things are getting bad. How? She asked. Politicians are scared, he replied. Scared leaders make stupid choices. She stayed silent. Some want you arrested, he added. Her eyes widened. For what? For being strong. That hurt more than any punch. Raxer suffering. In the hospital, Raxer listened. A small screen played news. Humans. Lena. Fear. He watched in silence. His body could not move. A feeding tube was in his mouth. Every meal came through it. Slow. Cold. Humiliating. Once he was proud. Now he was helpless. A nurse noticed his tears. Why are you crying? She asked. He could not answer. But in his mind he screamed, it is my fault. If I didn't touch her, if I didn't laugh, none of this would happen. A secret message. Late at night, Lena's device blinked. Encrypted signal. Unknown source. She hesitated. Then opened it. A voice appeared. Distorted. Lena Carter. It said, you are in danger. Her heart jumped. Who are you? She asked. A friend, the voice replied. Or someone who knows truth. What truth? She asked. That humans are being targeted. The screen went black. She stared. Her hands shook. The Human Council. On Earth, deep underground, leaders met. Huge metal room. No windows. Only screens. A woman with silver hair spoke. "They are afraid of us," she said. A man replied, "Fear leads to war." Another said, "We must prepare. Not attack." The woman added, "Defend." They showed Lena's image. "She represents us now," someone said. "She didn't ask for it." "But she has it," another replied. They all agreed. Humans were entering a new age, and it would not be peaceful. The trap begins. At the academy, strange things happened. Lena's access card failed. Her training schedule changed. Her room was searched. No explanation. One day, she was called again. Conference room C. The message said she felt uneasy. Still, she went. The room was empty. Lights off. Door closed behind her. Lock. Click. Her heart raced. Suddenly, soldiers appeared. Alien security. Weapons raised. "Lena Carter," one said, "you are under investigation." "For what?" she asked. "Threat to galactic peace." That sentence felt unreal. "I saved myself," she replied. "Tell that to the council," he said. Commander Hale's choice. Hale heard the news. He rushed. "You cannot take her," he shouted. "She did nothing wrong." Varnek stood there, smiling. "Orders," he said, "from above." Hale looked at Lena. Guilt filled his eyes. "I'm sorry," he whispered. She nodded. "I know," she replied. She was taken, escorted, watched, like a criminal. Inside the transport ship, the ship was dark. Cold metal walls. No windows. Only seats and guards. Lena sat alone, hands on knees, breathing slowly. She remembered her training. Stay calm. Think. This is not the end. She noticed something. One guard was human. He avoided her eyes. She whispered, "Why are you here?" He hesitated, then said quietly, "Because orders matter more than truth." That answer scared her. Raxer speaks. In the hospital, Raxer saw her arrest. Live. On screen. He tried to scream. Nothing came. His monitor beeped wildly. Doctors rushed in. "What's wrong?" they asked. He used all his strength, moved one finger, pointed at the screen, then at himself, then shook his head. A doctor understood. "He wants to speak," he said. They brought a voice device. It took minutes. Finally, Raxer whispered, "I attacked first." The room froze. A message to the galaxy. The doctor recorded it. Raxer spoke slowly, painfully. "I hurt her." She defended. "She's not enemy." The message was sent to councils, to media, to leaders, to everyone. Truth was released. Lena's hope. In the transport ship, Lena's device beeped. A message arrived. Raxer's voice. Weak, honest. She closed her eyes. Tears fell. "He told the truth," she whispered. Maybe not all was lost. Final scene. Far away, Varnek watched the news. His smile faded. "This is not over," he said coldly. On Earth, leaders prepared fleets. At the academy, soldiers chose sides. In space, tension grew. Like a storm, waiting, ready to break. And Lena sat quietly, between fear and hope, between war and peace. Not knowing which side would win, space was silent. Only the low hum of the transport ship could be heard. Inside, Lena sat still. Her hands were free. But she was not free. 2 armed guards stood near her. Red lights blinked on the walls. They were heading toward a military station, a place for investigation. Everyone knew what that meant. Pressure, questions, blame, sometimes disappearance, thoughts in the dark. Lena closed her eyes. She remembered Raxer's weak voice. "She is not enemy." Those words gave her strength. But fear still lived inside her. What if they don't listen? She thought. What if they already decided? She looked at her reflection in the metal wall. Same face, same eyes. But everything had changed. Varnek's real plan. On the warship Iron Claw, General Varnek stood. Large windows showed endless stars. His hands were behind his back. An officer approached. "Sir," he said, "Raxor's message is spreading." Varnek's jaw tightened. "I know," he replied. "Then our plan?" the officer asked. Varnek turned. Cold eyes. "We continue," he said. "Fear needs fuel." He touched the screen. A map appeared. Human colonies. Trade routes. Defense bases. "They will think humans are weak again," he said. "When chaos begins." A hidden traitor. Back at the academy, Commander Hale searched records. Something felt wrong. Schedules changed. Doors unlocked. Routes leaked. Someone inside was helping Varnek. He checked security logs. One name appeared many times. Captain Rivos, a human officer. Trusted. Respected. Too perfect. Hale whispered. "No, not him." Rivos' secret meeting. In a dark hangar, Rivos waited. A shadow moved. Varnek appeared on screen. "You are late," Varnek said. Rivos replied. "Security is tight." "Good," Varnek said. "That means they trust you." Rivos looked away. "I don't like this," he said. "She is just a girl." Varnek smiled. "She is a symbol," he replied. "And symbols must fall." Rivos stayed silent, but he did not disconnect. Trouble on the ship. Suddenly, alarms rang. Red lights flashed. Warning, engine failure. Guards shouted. "What's happening?" The ship shook. Lena held her seat. Outside, sparks flew. One guard spoke into his device. "Control, respond." No answer. Static. The ship lost power. It drifted. Silent. Dead. The attack. Dark shapes appeared outside. Small fighter ships. No markings. Pirates? No. Too organized. They fired. The transport shook again. Metal tore. Air escaped. "Boarding incoming," a guard shouted. Explosions opened a hole. Masked soldiers entered. Fast. Silent. Deadly. They knocked guards down. One moved toward Lena. She prepared to fight. But he stopped. "Remove his helmet." It was a human. "Hale sent us," he whispered. "We're getting you out." The escape. Everything moved fast. Smoke filled the ship. Sirens screamed. They gave Lena a jacket. "Follow us," they said. They ran through broken halls. Jumped over wires. Dodged fire. Reached a small shuttle. "Go!" someone shouted. The shuttle launched. Just as the main ship exploded. Fire filled space. Lena stared. Heart pounding. If they didn't come, she thought, she would be gone. Safe. For now. They landed on a hidden station. Old. Abandoned. Lights barely worked. Commander Hale waited. Relief on his face. "Thank God," he said. He walked to her. "I'm sorry," he added. "I failed you." She shook her head. "You saved me," she replied. They sat in a small room. Hale spoke quietly. "Varnek is planning something big." "What?" Lena asked. "False attacks," he said. "Blame humans. Start war." Her stomach tightened. "And Rivos?" she asked. Hale nodded. "He betrayed us." Raxor's decision. In the hospital, Raxor heard about the attack. He watched the explosion. He trembled. They want war, he thought. He called a nurse. Pointed at communication device. "I must speak," he said. Pain in every word. They connected him. To the council. To Earth. To everyone. Raxor's confession. His face appeared on screens. Weak. Broken. But honest. "I was proud," he said. "I was cruel. I touched her." She defended. "I started everything. Do not hate humans. Do not start war." Silence followed. Some leaders looked away. Some cried. Some thought. Truth was powerful. But not always enough. Earth prepares. On Earth. Fleets were ready. Ships lined up. Weapons charged. But leaders hesitated. "Wait," the silver-haired woman said. "Truth is spreading. Give peace a chance." Some agreed. Some did not. Time was running out. Lena's new mission. In the hidden station, Hale spoke. "You cannot stay hidden," he said. "They will find you." "What do I do?" Lena asked. He looked at her. "You become proof," he replied. proof that humans seek peace. How? She asked. By exposing Varnek, he said, publicly. Completely. She inhaled deeply. Then let's do it, she said. Training again. For days, Lena trained. Harder than before. No breaks. No excuses. She fought simulations. Learned hacking. Studied politics. Prepared speeches. She became more than a soldier. She became a voice. Varnek strikes back. Varnek learned of her escape. He slammed his fist. Find her, he ordered. Dead or alive. Fleets moved. Spies spread. Hunters searched. The galaxy became a net. Closing in. Final scene. Lena stood before a screen. Varnek's fleet moved. Earth's fleet moved. 2 storms. About to collide. She whispered, "Please let there be another way." Far away, Raxer closed his eyes, hoping, praying, for peace. But darkness was rising, and the final test was coming. The galaxy held its breath. 2 great forces were moving, one driven by fear, one driven by hope. And in the middle of it all was one human girl, Lena Carter. Storm before the battle. Above the planet Orion Prime, fleets gathered. Thousands of ships. Blue lights, Human Alliance. Red lights, Varnek's war fleet. They floated in silence. Weapons ready. Shields active. One wrong move would start a war that could burn worlds. On the human flagship Unity, leaders watched. Screens showed enemy movement. Tension is at 90%. An officer said, any signal could trigger fire. The silver-haired woman closed her eyes. "Please, not today," she whispered. Lena's final choice. Inside a small command room, Lena stood, wearing simple armor. No medals, no symbols, only a small Earth badge. Commander Hale looked at her. "You don't have to do this," he said. "It's too risky." She smiled gently. "I do," she replied. "They are fighting because of me. So I will speak." Hale sighed. "You sound like your trainer," he said. She laughed softly. "He would shout at me now," she replied. The broadcast plan. Engineers worked fast. They prepared a galaxy-wide signal. It would reach every ship, every station, every world. But it needed time. 3 minutes. In battle, 3 minutes was forever. "Protect her," Hale ordered. Guards formed a circle. Varnek's command. On the warship Iron Claw, Varnek watched. His fleet was ready. Weapons glowing. "Begin countdown," he said. 5 minutes. An officer hesitated. "Sir, Raxer's message is spreading again." Varnek growled. "Erase it." "But more people are believing her." Varnek slammed the table. "Fire will make them forget," he said. Raxer's last strength. In the hospital, Raxer felt something. A strange peace. He saw fleets on screen. War coming. Because of him. He struggled. Pain filled his body. But he moved his hand. Pressed a button. Emergency channel. Doctors shouted, "Stop. You'll hurt yourself." He ignored them. Used his last strength. And spoke. Raxer's final message. His weak face appeared everywhere. Across ships. Across planets. Across armies. "I was wrong," he said. "I insulted her. I started hate. She saved herself. Humans are not monsters. Please stop." Blood appeared at his lips. Monitors screamed, but he finished. "Do not repeat my mistake." The screen went black. Raxer collapsed. Silence followed. The galaxy listens. On many ships, soldiers froze. Some lowered weapons. Some looked at friends. "Was he telling the truth?" one asked. "Yes," another replied. "I saw the video." Doubt entered Varnek's army. Fear began to fade. Lena goes live. "Signal ready?" An engineer shouted. "Now!" Hale replied. Lena stepped forward. Cameras activated. Her face filled screens. No makeup. No armor shine. Just honesty. She spoke. Lena's speech. "My name is Lena Carter," she said. "I am from Earth. I did not want fame. I did not want power. I only wanted to train. I was attacked. I defended myself. That is all." She paused. I am not a weapon. I am a person. So are you. Fear is easy. Hate is easy. Peace is hard. But it is worth it. Her voice shook, but she continued. Raxers suffer because of pride. I suffered because of lies. Do not let more suffer. Please. She bowed her head. Varnek's panic. On Iron Claw, Varnek watched. His hands trembled. This is manipulation, he shouted. Fire now. But officers hesitated. Some removed helmets. Some stepped back. We won't, one said. Enough blood. Varnek pulled a weapon. I command you. A human officer blocked him. No, he replied. It ends now. The fall of Varnek. Security rushed in. Varnek fought. But he was alone, angry, broken. They arrested him. His fleet powered down. Red lights faded. Silence returned. The war that never happened. Above Orion Prime, weapons cooled. Shields lowered. Ships stopped moving. No explosion. No fire. Only quiet. For the first time in days, the galaxy breathed the Raxer's peace. In the hospital, doctors worked. Hours passed. Finally, one whispered, he's stable. Raxer survived. Weak, but alive. He smiled faintly. He had done one good thing. At last, a new beginning. Weeks later, a grand meeting was held. Humans, aliens, all together. Varnek stood in chains. Trials began. Truth was recorded. History was written. Lena sat quietly. She did not seek attention. She never did. Commander Hale's pride. Hale stood beside her. You changed everything, he said. She shook her head. We all did, she replied. He smiled. Still, I'm proud of you. Lena returns to training. Months later, Lena returned to the academy. Same halls, same machines, different feeling. Cadets greeted her, not with fear, with respect. She trained, sweated, smiled, lived. A visit from Raxer. One day, a wheelchair entered. Raxer sat in it, thin, weak, but alive. He looked at Lena. Sorry, he said slowly. She knelt. I forgive you, she replied. Tears filled his eyes. Final scene. At night, Lena stood under stars. She remembered her first day. Lonely, ignored. Now, she was a symbol, but still herself. She whispered, strength is not hurting. Strength is choosing peace. Far away, fleets guarded together. Humans and aliens, side by side. The galaxy had learned. Never judge by size. Never fear the unknown. Never forget. Humanity rises. Not by force, but by heart. End of story.